morning. How are you all doing this morning? And where are my forever advancing yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. I hope and pray that everything is just fine with you all this morning. I am very, very happy to say that my little setup from yesterday is coming along just fine. Let me set this here up so you all can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see it. Because like I said, it looked like the software has like a slight delay. But I'm glad to see you all today. And this is going to be a continuation of starting seeds indoors, okay? There's another video for grow lights for indoor seed starting. This is part 2. There's another video up that I did on yesterday. So if you want to look back at that first video, feel free to do so. But we're going to get moving this morning because I'm a little pressed for time today. But this is about grow lights and seed starting. And I am Priscilla with Priscilla's Greenhouse. My grow zone is 7B, and I'm out of West Memphis, Arkansas. It's good to see you all this morning. I got my water here, and I need to get a sip of it. So bear with me. As a matter of fact, take your water out, too, and drink some water. Okay. On yesterday, I was showing you all some grow lights that I purchased, okay? And I'm going to move forward this morning with the same thing. I didn't get a chance to attach the other grow light on last night. I just worked, and I was really tired, so I didn't get a chance to do it. But please feel free, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, do not forget to subscribe. And click on the link to subscribe to this here channel. And when I go live, you'll receive a notification. Good morning, good morning. Okay, this is a 18-inch LED slim under cabinet light, okay? I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to check it out this time because it popped up the last time. I may have to start all over again. Okay, well. I'm just going to leave that alone because I never clicked on it before until now. And I'm going to leave it alone before I mess something up. So I'm just going to move forward. And I hope you all can still hear me and that the internet connection is still there. There's just a message that pops up and it says, arrow, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently keyframe are, and when I clicked on it, something else popped up. I'm not going to bother with it, okay? But this is a 18-inch LED slim under the cabinet light. And what I'm going to do with you all this morning is the same thing I was doing on yesterday. And my light is just working just fine. I have some seedlings that are growing. I'm really excited about it. I have some seedlings growing in here. Wow. Well, they are pretty too. But I can't get close enough to let you all see it because I haven't reached the level of subscribers yet where I can use my phone to go live. So it's hard to move that computer around, but I'm going to try it for the first time. I got to try it to at least see if you all can see. I'm going to take this one out. These are okra that I'm growing okra here. And I started them on day before yesterday, I believe, when I went live. I think it was day before yesterday. And I have corn and cucumber in the windowsill here. For the ones that have not seen the corn. It's my corn plant. And I just have it on the windowsill, and they say to do it like this here to make the plants think that the wind are blowing, that the wind is blowing, and it makes it stronger, and so it won't be so leggy. So I hope that helps. And you remember my zinnia plants? Oh, there's water dripping off that bad boy. I forgot. I put water in that pot. Sorry about that. I don't need that. Hold up for a minute. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry about that, but I forgot. I have water in that pot. But moving right along, people, this is this lead light. Okay? I'll tell you a little bit about it. And I'm working with what I can afford to work with. That's the thing. And what we're going to do, hold up for a sec. Let's see here. Can you see what I see? And can you hear what I hear? Let's see, can I work like this here for right now? So you can better see. An 18-inch LED slim under cabinet light. I got it from Walmart. I'm sure there's other places you can get lights from. And I have to go on and get busy real quick with this here because I have to be somewhere at a certain time. And I want to go through this here, at least show you all how to put this light up. Slim under the cabinet LED light with 925 lumens. And it's a 45 years of life, 60 watt equivalent. Alright, but it only used 10 actual watts used. Alright. 925 lumens. I believe when I was researching, it said you need 6,500. And on last night, I looked at a gentleman. I forgot what the name of his YouTube channel is. But he was using lights, LED lights like this. And we're just going to have to see what's going to happen, right? Let me get in this box, and I'm going to show you all something. On yesterday, when I set this up, when I was setting this setup up, and I'm going to close it back so I can keep most of my heat in, but I'm going to bring this here computer closer. I want to at least let you all get a close-up look of what's on the inside. Okay, the same thing came with the light on yesterday. I'm going to put it over here. And I'm just going to leave this cord right here for now. Because I'm just going to set this out the way. What I'm going to have to do is attach this light. The way I'm going to attach it is that I'm going to be using 10-pound wire. Okay? And I'm going to attach it to this shelf right here. But let's see something right quick, people. Let me see, can I let you see, peep in on something. Hold on. I've got to get used to using this setup. And if I'm going to get used to using it, I got to pick it up and let's see, can I let you see what's up in here. Okay, let's see, can I let you see the area. That's my plants in there. And I'm going to see, can I get it closer so I can at least know how it works. I'm going to get it as close as I possibly can to my grow light areas and my plants that are coming up. They have, some of them are breaking through the soil. I have corn, beans, some cucumbers coming up through the soil, and I can't see the labels because I'm trying to let you all see inside. Cucumber, which is market moors coming up. What else? Sweet corn is coming up in the back left side of the screen. Beans, garden beans coming up. Long neck squash is coming up, and I hope you all can see that. I don't know what you all are looking at because this is a laptop that I'm holding up, and that's the only way I can go live for now. And there's other plants up here on top. That's my zinnia plants growing there on top here, and I hope you can see it. They're on top, on this top shelf here, my zinnia plants. And in the windowsill, I have corn, cucumbers, zinnia plants, and another plant. All right, let's just see, can I get back up and put this computer back over here? It's heavy too. It's heavy. All right. Hopefully you all could see some of it, the setup, because this is something new to me and it's different. But I'm going to, got some plants here that I need to move. But I am going to, well, this is a bird's nest plant. This is one of my bird's nest plants. And I sell these plants online on my website, which is www.plantsforyou2.com. That's PLANTZ, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2.com. Plantsforyou2.com. But it was just sitting in this tray getting some sunshine yesterday, and I left it in the tray. I'm going to move it out the way for now. And let's see, can we get to getting this light? Let me see, can we get to putting this light up? Showing you how to install this light on the shelf, okay? This is just some 10-pound aluminum wire. Aluminum wire, okay? And what I'm going to do, since it's going to need to suspend down low above a grow tray, and I know what I'm going to put on that shelf already, so let me get what I know I'm going to put on the shelf out so I can know how much space to allow. Just saw my scissors. Oh, I just had them out because I was using them. Hold up for a minute. Just a minute. I want to do this so I can know right off the bat how far the scissors need to be thrown away, really. It's nothing like a dull pair of sorry pieces of scissors. A sorry pair of scissors that's dull, and you're holding on to it around the house, and you mess around and pick up the worst one when you're getting ready to do something. That's very aggravating. And that's the worst pair ever. Can't even cut through tape, so I need some more scissors. All right, let me push this up. All right, here we go. This is what I'm going to use. And that's my reminder that I have something else I need to do. This is what I'm going to be setting up, okay? Came from Dollar Tree, all right? It's going to be like 2 little domes here, all right? There's one. The other one is in my windowsill, but it's going to be like 2 domes here. And it's going to be on this shelf right here. Set that right there because I know which shelf it's going to be on. And I have this dome set up right here so I can have soil. Soil will be in here. And I have holes in the bottom. I will be putting holes in the bottom, okay? And I'll put soil in here, and I'll put the domes on to grow any type of flowers or any type of seeds in here. I'm doing this here so I can know how far to put my light, all right? And this is the end right here where the electricity is going to go through. And so the way I would have to have it flipped over like this, and I'm going to put wire around here because the wire is going to do just fine. And I can tell exactly how close I want it to hang. All right? And I want it as close as I can get it. As close as I can get it. So I'm going to have it pretty much resting on the top of the dome, but just enough room for me to be able to pull this out and remove my dome out the way. So I know how high I have to have this light. So I will put it about right here. And if it's right here, I can still take my dome out. I can still ease this out with soil and all if I need to. But the way I'm going to have it set up, I would never have to take this out because I'm going to water it from the tray. I am going to water it from the bottom with holes in the metal aluminum containers that are going to have the soil in it, and water is going to be in this larger tray. That's how I'm going to water it from the bottom. So, let's get started. let's get started. I don't have my measuring tape, but here's what I'm going to have to do. Here's the wire right here. So, if I'm going to suspend this from this level, we'll suspend it from here. It's going to stop about right here. And I need to put about how wide this light? Maybe a 2-inch gap in it. But allow myself some more wire to wrap. Alright? And allow about another, how wide this light is, what I'm trying to get you all to see. It's going to fit into a little socket like this. So I'm going to bend it. Let me just put the light in there. I'm going to bend it just like that. I'm going to bend it right here. And some tie room. I'll pull it out about right there. Okay? And I think that should do it. I'll give myself a little more wire to work with. So, got my wire cutters right here. I'm going to cut it right there. And I'm going to get me another piece. Let me test this piece first. Let's see if it's going to do the trick. I want it centered on these wire racks here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, the 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move up to the 5th one because I'm going to go around 2 of these things to hang this light. Alright? So, I'm going to do it something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I want it closer to the back because the way the light is made, that dome, the light is going to be toward the front. So, I will take it back further so my light can go further and throw off more light toward the front. Because the back part does not have any light. So, the further I can take this light to the back, let's see here, and bring it down, that means all my plants will get light. So, I'm going to have to set it closer to the back so it can throw off more light toward the front. So, they can get more lumens toward the front. So, what I'm looking at is to hang this light about right here and probably suspend it from the last back tube. You have to understand what I'm talking about. I researched it. It throws the light forward, is what I'm saying. My plants need more light. So this is why I'm going to have to do it like this. I can always move it. It's not that complicated. So what I'm looking at now is that I'm going to have to, let me go on and measure the wire. Let's measure this wire now. And it's easy to pull out. This wire is very easy to pull out. So here we go. Be careful, probably need my glasses on. This thing swinging back like that. Okay. That's my 2 pieces of wire that's going to suspend and hold this light. And the way I do it, I'm just going to take it up through the back. Wrap it around these last 2. It doesn't have to be a tight squeeze for right now because I'm only trying to make sure I have enough room to work with. So right now I'm just going to twist it about 3 times. And I'm going to pull it down tight here. And it's going to be almost a little too long. So I'm going to untie it again. And what I want to do, I don't want a lot of wire sticking off the top. I'm just going to clip the ends off again right here. Straighten it out. Just bear with me. I'm going to make this work. And that light is going to hang there. The light is going to be hanging in here. Take it back up through here again. I'm going to put it where I want it to be right now. I want it to be about that high. Here's the idea. The plug is right here. The light is going to be thrown off on the front. The idea is right here. Put it in here. Like so, press it down, and it's going to hang just like this once I put the other one up. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing You remember, I cut a couple of pieces off the ends here. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Always can level it out. Okay, here's the wire. I'm going to loop it. And put the two ends together here to make it level. And the light is going to be hanging in here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this end. Hold up. Was it the last two? The two inside lines. Hold up for a minute. I'm going to have to get over here. I got a lot of stuff in the way. Alright, let's see if it's going to do what I want it to do. Slide it down. There's a heat mat in the way, but about right there would be just fine. And I'm going to twist these wires together. Alright, I know I disappeared. I'm back. Alright, now I'm going to take this light. I'm going to take the light. And I'm going to turn it the way it needs to be turned right now. And I'm going to slide it in. We'll slide it in. Alright. It's going to work. I'm going to open it at the base. Push it around. Square it off around this light. Stabilize it on that end. I'm going to do the same thing here. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm messing with something all the time, but look. Spread this off. And it's fairly level. It's fairly level for now. I could bring it down lower if I need to. Okay, I have some area to work with. But right now it's just going to be right on top of the domes, all right? And I want it to start germinating inside of the domes. So it's going to give it more heat inside of the area where the plants are growing, all right? And I hope you all can see that. I hope you can see it. You can see it. Here's the dome. That's what you see in the way here. There's the dome. Get this out the way. All right. And you see this. All right. Right now, let me hook the power supply up to it. And I already have my surge protectors. Put it in one of the surge protectors here. Just plug it up. And it's on. Now, if you can see this, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's on. And you see the lighting? I'm going to let you see it closer. And I got a heat mat on here. And I'm going to close this off now so all my heat can stay inside of here for my plants to grow. Okay, and that's one shelf. That's the second shelf here. Third shelf. And it's a 4-shelf setup, which is plenty for me. This is my first time doing this inside. It's plenty for me. All right. So, here we go. The light is suspended just fine for now. I'm not going to mess with it. It's perfect. So, the wire works great for me. The light doesn't get that hot. So, you can get this wire that costs probably about, what, maybe $3. And really, you don't have to get any S hooks. You don't have to have S hooks for these lights. And the S hooks are more expensive. So, I'm going to close this back off. because I want to keep the heat in there with for my seedlings. Those for just demonstration purposes only. You all saw the seeds in there growing. So I'm closing it off so it can get as much heat, so the seedlings can have a lot of light and everything. Hold on for a minute. I've got to plug this thing back up. One moment. All right. Where are my favorite advance to yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. Good to see you all this morning. So, I'm working now on my third shelf. Yeah, third shelf. This is the first one. It's the top one. That's the second one. And that's the third shelf. And the light works perfectly. I'm happy with my little wire setup. I'm just beginning. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. And I showed you all yesterday the dome set up with the plate, the dome. And that's going to be on the bottom shelf. I'm going to have this one on the bottom shelf. And everything came from the Dollar Tree. Throw it up for the Dollar Tree. Hadn't been to the Dollar Tree in a very long time, but the Dollar Tree is my friend now. My friend now. Listen. You do what you have to do to get started, okay? You do what you have to do to get started in this. I am going to, hold up for a minute. Okay. All right. Let me show you something else, people. Next step is going to be a simple step. It's not complicated at all. This container is going to serve something for me. I'm going to see, can I use these scissors for something? We're going to put holes in the bottom of this container. Whoa. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to rest it on something. And I'm going to have to put some pressure. That's okay. I bought a knife yesterday. I'm really sorry about that. Every time I stand up, I have to remember to adjust the computer, adjust it. That's what I would like to be able to get my subscribers built up so I can go live on my cell phone. It's hard going live on this thing because you can't see what I'm doing. I have to keep adjusting the computer. Okay, here we go. This is a sharp knife, so only thing I'm doing is this. That's a big size hole, but I'm going to leave it there. Push very lightly, and I'm twisting the knife. Let me see, can I show you? It's twisted. Twisted, twisted. And it tears through really, really quick. So, that's two nice size holes there. But put it up against something, and you twist it. Like some cardboard, you have better control. And I'll show you in just a minute. Hold on. I hope you can see it. Because once I stand up, you can't see me anymore when I'm messing with this here. So, let's see. Alright. There's my hole. They don't have to be fancy. They don't have to be the same size. I just want some drainage holes in the bottom of this one. And I got one up there that I'm using for something else. I'll leave it there for now. All right, let's do this quickly. And I'm glad, you got to put this here thing back in here because it's a very sharp knife, and I'm going to slide it right back in there. Put it back over here in my storage shelf rack that I got from the Dollar Tree also. I'm going to put some soil in here this morning, people. And let's just see what's going to get ready to happen here this morning. You got to do it. You got to do it. What you got to do, what you got to do. Soil. Bought some potting soil from the Dollar Tree yesterday. And I already have soil in this container. Alright, I already have soil in this container, and I have my shovel. I have my shovel. I have my little hole poking stick. So I'm going to got my potting soil. I will be throwing these scissors away. As you can see, it's defeating its purpose where it was created to do. So I don't need it. Just like the fig tree got dried up in the Bible. I'm going to throw these scissors away too. Maybe I'll use them to poke holes. They can serve as a hole poker in aluminum pans. So I'm going to put some potting soil in here just a little bit because I already have my own mix. Okay, and I want to make sure this is real fine with some peat moss in it. I don't want any potting soil that got too much wood in it, or it's my first time buying this potting soil, but it got some good blends of, they say humus, they have sand in it, a little perlite, softwood bark fibers, which I think is all right. So I like this potting mix here also. And I can mix it. I've done it before because this is more like peat moss. It has more peat moss in it. And on top of that, what I have in here is some of my own mixed in, just a little bit of my compost in there. So let's just mix it real good. I just want to make sure that it's fine enough to put in my container here. My little soil bucket. And I have water in it already, okay? I have put water in it to keep it kind of damp, but let me just show you so you can know. I have it already moist, okay? Have your potting soil or your seed starting mix, whatever you want to call it. I use my own seed starting mix. I make it myself, and I mix just like you saw me mix now. But the way you make your own, get you some perlite and some vermiculite, get some cocoa coir, either some peat moss, and some potting soil, a little potting soil. Or either you just cocoa coir and peat moss. But see, I'm different because I want some type of nutrients in the soil, so I use some of my compost that's already mixed in here. All right, let me do this right quick, people. Fill it up. And what I'm looking for is making sure that I don't see any big pieces of wood in here. So I'm filling it all the way up to the top. And a plant is going to stay in here a long time to grow now. That's my idea for this one. Okay, now just tap, 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 tap. You know, I may tap, tap, tap and see some water dripping out. But I already got a liner here on my work area. Tap it down, tap it down. Just press it down with your stick. Or whatever, however you want to do it. So it won't be no air pockets in there. All right, now it's ready for me to do this right here. And I got to get ready to wrap this video up. I really have to get ready to wrap it up very, very shortly. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to space it. I'm going to put a couple of seeds there. And this is just the idea. I'm going to space it a little bit. Some people pack those seeds so tight, but I want a little space between mine, so when I get ready to transplant my plant, I'll give it enough room to grow, some root space, to spread out in this container. And I'm going to have 2 seeds in each one of these holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12 if I put 1 seed in each hole. But 12 times 2 is 24 plants. So you're really going to be looking at 24 plants in here. All right? Let's get this out the way. That's the soil. All right, now, I purchased a little seed holding tray on yesterday when I was out and about. And what I want to show you real fast, so all I want to do is show you something quickly here. The holes are already here. So let's say that I want to plant some maybe I want to plant some marigold seeds in here. Some marigolds and some peppers. Let's say tomato. Let's do it like this. Get your markers. And this is a painter's pen. Get you a label. So my label is right here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with tomatoes first. So, this is like a permanent marker, but it's called a acrylic painter's pen. So I'm going to put tomato. And today is February the 9th. Put it exactly where my tomato seeds are going to be. So I'm going to have them off in this corner here. So my marker is already there. Tomatoes, okay? I know tomatoes are going to be planted there, so I'm going to... And this is the only one I'm going to show you for right now. I'll start up. There'll be a part 3 to this video for sure. It's going to be tomatoes. I do this to make sure that get them down to the bottom. Well, the scissors serving this purpose now, I guess, a little bit with some... I guess the paper have to be stiff. It can't cut plastic. Alright, tomato seeds are nice and tiny. And what I've learned is that you can get like a tip of a toothpick or something with a fine tip on it, like a toothpick mainly. I'm going to try this piece of wire. It's just a piece of something that was wrapped around the electrical wire. And I'm going to put some water on it. I'm going to stick it down in here. I got water in there. And I'm going to pick up a tomato seed. See will it works. And it's not working with this. It usually would work with a toothpick, but so I'm going to do it with my hands now. I'm going to put 2 tomato seeds. Sometimes people sprinkle them across the ground. The instructions is on the back of it, but I've been doing this a while, so I have a technique that I use. So 2 or 3. So some of them they stick to your fingernail or whatever. All right. And I always use some tape, fold it over. I know it's tomatoes. Get me a piece of tape. I don't want my seeds falling out. I don't want my seeds falling out. So I tape it up. And just cover it up with dirt. Cover it up nice with soil. Put some more water on it. And that's it. And I will come back later on for a part 3 because I got to take care of some business right now. And I'll get back with you all. But I'm so glad you all could join me today. And where are my Forever Advancing Yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. Have a blessed day. Subscribe to my channel. Look in the description if you want to support this channel. Feel free to do whatever it is that you want to do. God bless you. Can keep you. Love you. Peace. I know I'm going to have to edit this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Bye-bye. Trying to end the stream.